all you beautiful people out there. I am Mrs. Realistic. Welcome once again back to the channel. I have some more Dylan Moran, young versus old people, what it is. I'm excited to check it out. I really liked his comedy. This, of course, comes care of Zdenek Zvoboda. Once again, thank you for supporting the channel. This is from 2009, so a little bit newer than the first one that I checked out. If you like what I do, please don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment down below, click the bell for notifications so that you will always know when another video comes out. And if you would also like to do a donation request, there is a link to my PayPal in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get into some more comedy.
The mind disintegrates. Memory, I never had a memory anyway, but but everything goes. Everything goes. Youth goes and everything goes. You know? That's why I can't stand younger people. Healthy people. Healthy, young, attractive people doing what they want. Bending down and getting up in the same afternoon. It's revolting. Because I remembered that. Being that. And the old people get, you know, they sound... people think they're dull. They're not dull, you know. They're not actually dull. Like when you watch young people on the street and they're talking, and they're doing those handshakes that take 3/4 of an hour. Oh, with the amazingly redundant language. Yeah, yo, dog, kicking back with the chill rat. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, it's even worse now.
Why can't you just say hello? You know, you get so old, you're grateful when somebody says, hello, how are you? You just fucking tell them. You say, I'm all right. I've got piles, but I'm still masturbating. Obviously, who's got the energy for masturbation, you know, but you have to put a bit of spin on things, otherwise you depress people. This is why older people have a reputation for being boring. They're not boring. They're just honest. You ask an older person how they are, they will tell you. Say, well, you know, I'm all right, but a very important bit of me turned green and fell off the other day. It is very annoying. I was in the swimming pool. They had to get it out with one of those little net things. Gave it to me in a plastic bag. Now I have to write a letter of apology to all the children who were there, the fucking council. And... Because youth vanishes on you. It's such a surprise. That's why people say it seems like yesterday. It does. It seems like yesterday to me. It seems like yesterday to me. I was out drinking tequila with my friends. I mean, tequila. It's not even a drink. It's just a way of getting the police around without using a phone. Now, I'm on the phone to those same friends asking them for recipes. How do you make breadcrumbs? Do you think, Jesus, what's happened to me? Please don't let me die in a gardening centre. Don't let me turn into one of those people who begins every single fucking conversation with the words, I'm not a racist, but. And you see, because you have this illusion all the time that you're cool. People do. It's not just younger people. Everybody thinks that. All men do. 99.9% of men are convinced that they have to live silently with the bitter irony of the twist of fate that means nobody knows they're really a spy. And an amazing guitarist. Men give serious time and thought to how would I deal with it if a rocket came out of that alley right now, would I? Yeah, I think I'd handle the situation pretty well. A spy who plays guitar at night. And I basically think, you know, I'm what would have happened if James Dean had lived and discovered carbohydrates in orthopedic shoes.
He's got the hair.
You have to tell yourself this bullshit just to keep going. Because you're constantly being reminded how redundant you are. How am I supposed to feel in the swim of what's current when I don't understand what's going on? Because younger people, my children, steal the future by changing language, everything I relied on. You walk down, how can you expect to feel you know what's going on when you walk down the street and your children say, oh, look at that church, it's so random. What, is it moving? What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's a perfectly ordinary church where people go to get married. Marriage, ugh, that's so gay.
No, you're not allowed to say that anymore.
Look, can we just have some quiet time? Here's some crisps. There you go. Crisps! Awesome! They're not awesome. They're crunchy. If I open them and haggard shafts of light and cherubim and angelic music comes out, they would be awesome, okay? Mountains and rivers and the fact that I'm still breathing are awesome. And then you get told you're grumpy. You know? And things change. Things get taken away. You get told you have to do other stuff you didn't plan on doing. You know, you have to see doctors. That happens later. This is why old people are described as boring, because they talk about things like that. That's what they know. What did you do today? Well, I went to the doctor and he said he had to take it off. And he was going to keep it. He wouldn't even give it to me at weekends. And,
Weekends.
yeah. Yeah, I have to get my front scraped. All that kind of stuff, you know, and...
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I hate doctors. I really hate them. I don't really. I admire everything they do, but I hate them. Because they're all younger than me. They're all about 11 nowadays, as far as I can work. And they sit in a swivel chair and they judge you. You have an unhealthy lifestyle. You come in here expecting some sort of magic pill. Well, I don't have a magic pill, mister, because you have an unhealthy lifestyle. You need to exercise. You know, they didn't buy all my excuses, which were not that great. I admit I'm too busy to move any of my limbs. And, but sport's not my main thing. I had to pick one. You know, I didn't know what the fuck to go for, skydiving or cage fighting or what. So, in the end, I picked yoga, which was kind of great, because there were these older people, advanced years, senior. Oh, they were old. They didn't know what gender they were, and you couldn't tell by looking. So they were old. Just these smiles and tracksuits. And there was a nice lady in the middle, and she was talking about sitting and standing and breathing. And I was thinking, I love this sport. I would choose to do almost all of those things anyway. And I'm going to compete internationally and everything. And she said, now I want you to breathe in. And I did, you know, the athlete in me just came out. I didn't think about it. And she said, I want you to breathe out. And again, I was all over that, you know? I think they call it in the zone. And she said, now I want you to breathe in, but this time I want you to exhale. And now I want you to exhale, but as you do, I want you to breathe in as deeply as you can. Now fold yourself back, kiss the small of your spine with your eyes. Take first one and then the other leg, shove them both up your hole. Stick your elbows out and spin. Let's go, people. I want to see some movement here. Come on. Everybody could do it, all of them. These 300-year people disappearing into themselves like donuts. My wife was in front of me with her big toe in her ear, even though I'd suggested that years ago in a rainy coastal hotel, and she totally ignored me. It's highly dangerous, all that stuff. And, you know, they're rude as well, doctors. There should be some sort of law. Like when you go to show them, they have a really good service now in Britain. It's called National Health Service Direct, and it's a great idea because you go on a computer or you pick up a phone and you go, ah, and they have to guess what's wrong with you. You don't have to see them. But what I want really is just, you know, like, oh, somebody, any person I trust at the end of a phone, and you just, you know, get straightforward answers to simple questions. You know, you say, listen, I'm out, I've been drinking pretty steadily now for 2 days. I have a huge lump on the side of my head. The alcohol doesn't seem to work. Is there anything else I can try?
As he takes a swig of wine.
Is it always bad when you have chunks of ham in your urine? Just tell me straight, okay? And, you know, they're very rude sometimes, very abrupt. You know, when you go to the doctor and you show them the thing that you don't necessarily need or want, They should not be allowed to jump back on both feet and go, Jesus Christ! Because that's not great for a person's confidence. You know, you only accept that kind of talk from people you know really well, people you love, actually. But that whole business of being judged by women, would you please stop taking pictures on your tiny, annoying fucking camera? This is happening to you in real time. You are having the experience. There's not much point trying to verify that you were at the event when you're actually here.
Oh, he's talking to somebody in the audience. I love that. Be there now.
Now, I don't know, something or other. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Thank you, whatever that was.
Oh, I think he is drunk. Remember I asked last time, like, is he drunk or is that just like his shtick? I think he might actually be drunk. Either that or he does it really well and plays a drunk guy really well. But like I said before, he is Irish. So maybe he's just trying to fit the stereotype. Either way, I like the drawl, the kind of slowness that he has to his act. And it's not necessarily whether he is drinking or whether he isn't. His delivery is just really good. And so I think that might be part of the whole act. But he's right. You know, as you get older, you realize that youth is wasted on the young because you don't really appreciate it when you're there, myself included. And I always think, like, if I could go back to when I was like 20 and just bask in that health that I wasn't doing anything to achieve, I just had it because I was young, I would probably do it. Then when you hear those younger people and they make fun of so-and-so because he's a boomer or because he's old or whatever, and it's like, yeah, if you are lucky enough to live many, many, many more years, you too will reach that age. So don't get cocky about it because not everybody is lucky enough to age. And young kids are going to be making fun of you one day too. When I was like 18, I thought it was going to be crazy that one day I'm going to be 25. Now I see a 25-year-old and I think they're like 16. It is what it is. We cannot escape the sands of the hourglass. They continue to fall. Do more things like this. Enjoy yourself. Watch some comedy. Laugh. Enjoy your life. Spend time with family. Try not to take everything so seriously. And I think the world would be better off if we could all do that. So thank you once again for sharing some more of this with me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And as I always say, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.